wanted to connect with you the idea of territory, and basically, so we have the same definition.
Mm-hmm.
And second thing is, I've been reviewing this work. I've been elaborating on the document, on the quality document that we have,
Mm-hmm.
so that we find the term of collaboration, and we could start further on planning the work.
Okay. So,
Yeah.
yeah, I'm going to open the file of the other week. Because collaboration term. Okay. Well, I don't know if maybe first. Well, we have to talk about the collaboration term, and also, well, I mean, you were checking this brochure document, so maybe also you want to start and tell me what do you think about what do you find that you think is interesting to talk about it, or I don't know. Something.
Yeah. Okay. Basically, so the idea is okay. What we're considering in this is a structure. So I think is to establish as the objective. What is the objective? What is the mission? Like how because this is like following the last meeting, where we have been basically saying is that I was thinking about the term of collaboration, and basically so I could we review your work, and you were you will be presenting me the organizational part. So basically what I've been saying is CivicTechlab is a multidisciplinary group of research that aims at promoting the dialogue between the digital tools and human structures and territory. Because I think that civic tech has to be understood not only in relation to the city and to the territory, but also in relation to the economy. I think that the transversality of civic tech is something that is really important and that is not really tackled in the civic tech field. Building of the community of civic tech animated citizens to research the civic tech field, addressing its main issues, namely the lack of shared and defined subject ideology, objective standards, methodology, and metrics within the civic tech field, by directing a common reflection of civic tech sources and impacts, and developing thinking tools to grasp civic tech reality in order to reinforce collective intelligence and participatory processes. This I took word to word from the Global Camp document, as well as to empower globally and root locally civic tech. I'm pretty happy with what I wrote. I think of course it's not exhaustive, but I think it's I think it's a good first draft.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Do you have any idea to add, or do you see anything missing?
I also think is pretty good because, for example, in the brochure document, you add the comment about this thing about the territory. I think that I mean, because when we were talking about territory, we were talking about economy, human structures, and everything. In fact, that's what we want to talk about when we talk about territory. That's why we mentioned this word territory. It's about global. Is the last thing that I like the most is the last thing that you said is empower globally but root locally. I mean, because right now the main problem that we find in these digital tools that right now some institutions are starting to use in the city is that they are trying to empower globally, but then it's not true to the territory. That's why we use this word territory.
Yeah,
because it's very external,
and I think this
and don't allow citizens to get linked, to create new relationship.
Yeah,
each other and everything. So I think it's very
And I think this is how like Civic Lab can really bring something to the table. Is
yeah,
that like really like this is Civic Lab Barcelona. So basically, we're working like, okay, for example, the idea is basically like we are starting to work on public projects. So there is a neighborhood of Eixample in Barcelona called Eixample, and there's a collective that's called Recrean Cruïlles, and is basically working on is auto-managing the neighborhood. So basically, it's the appropriation of the territory by the citizens, and we're getting in touch with them to see to what extent can technology efficient their collective intelligence processes and help them further gain impact on their territory. And I think this is really important, and this is also the idea of like as we root the civic tech project, like concrete civic projects, we can also like develop and basically test the metrics that we're thinking. And I think this is also really important for the research group to have to be able to test the idea. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah, of course, and yeah, also because
And I don't know from CivicWise if you have like civic like if you have been thinking about like if you have any civic tech project on the way.
in fact, I have very good news about that issue
Mm-hmm.
uh, because well, by now we were always thinking about this civic tech lab about I mean to have a research group that research about this first step before you develop a digital tool. So you
Yeah.
know how it works. So, I mean, everything that we already talked about. But it's also true that I think that to understand very well all that, you need also to test and to prototype some digital tools so you can go and back, understanding everything.
Yeah.
And an opportunity comes out, and because the other day Domenico was talking with some guy who is the director of the collective intelligence laboratory in Media Lab Prado,
Mm-hmm.
and
Nice.
and he's also linked with the whole council with the public institution. So and he offers Domenico it's like a residence to develop a project about all these things during 2 months in the Media Lab Prado. He offers this for CivicWise, but he offers this personally to Domenico. But Domenico right now can do it because it's going to be in September and October, and he's
Yeah.
not able to do it. So because I right now with you coordinating this, and I also want to come back to Madrid and work in Media Lab in Madrid and etc. He thought about me to be over there in Madrid, but we were talking about create a team around that. I mean, including Civic Lab in this thing. So he offered Domenico offered to this guy to okay. Uh, you are inviting not me, but Civic Lab. So
Mm-hmm.
there's going to be another person there representing physically and coordinating the. So you have the link with CivicWise. In this case,
Yeah.
it's going to be me over there in Madrid in Media Lab. But what we are offering to you is a complete team. So it's going to be for the moment. It's going to be me, Alfonso, Domenico, and Civic Lab as part of a group that is going to work in that. CivicWise is the team that is going to be there in Media Lab, but it's a kind of project that we, of course, can link with with CivicTechlab. So right now, basically, what we have to do is to presenting this like this team to presenting that okay, this guy Pascual is the guy that is going to be there. A short bio and etc. Alfonso is also in the team with this role. Domenico, and we have also a link with CivicLab because we have a research group between CivicLab and CivicWise. So MediaLab is going to be aware about that. And yeah, basically we have 2 months to try to prototype something and to develop something. So it's great because it's also great because it's just before the local camp and before the fest in Valencia. So the work that we are going to develop there, we can present it in in the local camp and go further in the local camp and keep developing in the local camp that work and continue with that. So it's perfect. I mean, we have from now to September to start to reach the things that we are talking about right now about the mission, the objective, and where's the focus for this research group. Then we have 2 months to develop something, to prototype something, and then we go back again, and then we have time to again go further in the theoretically thing and so on. So it's perfect.
Okay. As I told you, I'm a student.
Okay.
And okay, so basically, I'm in Argentina right now. And I will be back. I will be back in London in this September, and I have to finish my third year.
Okay.
So basically, the idea is that I will be working on a dissertation and I'm thinking that basically, okay, the name of my degree is International Politics and Sociology. So basically, I'm thinking of researching basically the impacts of technology on international politics. So I still have to find the focus, but I think it means that basically after I'm still thinking of finding a way of merging the work that the work in CivicWise. You know what I mean?
I didn't hear you very well. The connection a little bit.
Oh, sorry. I was saying that basically I'm trying to find a way to merge the work that I have to do to complete my degree in London with the work I'm doing with CivicTechlab Barcelona and CivicTechlab.
Okay.
Yeah. So awesome, and basically like so I will be keep on thinking about this, and it would be awesome to have a case study. But I think we better focus on one project than several. You know, like have like it would be in like when you say that you want to prototype. I've put a picture in the document collaboration term. Which is basically like the methodology, and I think that I'm telling you this. I'm thinking is basically okay. Do you think that we know that we have time to explore enough civic tech before we create something?
I really don't know, and I agree with you that it's a very short period of time, and of course that if you think about it rationally, it's not enough time, but it's also an amazing opportunity that we try to get into it and to seize this opportunity. I agree with you that we
the
perfect thing is to have more time. I don't know. I mean, of course, that if
Okay.
we have more time, we can develop a better thing, of course. But
No, but like Pascal, I'm going to tell you something.
yeah,
I'm totally fine not thinking in years, because if I told people that I was 21 and I had only 2 months in Barcelona, the project would have never, like, you know what I mean? It's just, I think it's
well,
just
sorry,
like
I didn't hear very
you know,
well.
I'm sorry, the connection in Argentina. I'm sorry to say this, the connection in Argentina is maybe it's just me, but the connection I have is really bad. So I'm sorry if you don't hear me well.
Okay,
Is it
okay,
better?
yeah,
Right? Is it better now?
yeah. Right now, I think.
Yeah, I was basically saying to you that when I created CivicLab, if I told myself I didn't have enough time, I wouldn't have done it. You know, so. So I'm totally up for doing this. What is the schedule of the Media Lab product? Do you have any? Do you, can you okay? Can you put the documentation and the information on the document I just created on the drive called Residence in Media Lab Prado?
When
So
we
so I
have
can
it,
so I can
when we have it, I can
okay
inform you. Right now, we just know what I just told you. And
okay
anyway, I mean, um, it's going to be just 2 months, so it's very also a period of time. And and I mean, we are going to develop whatever that we are going to develop over there in these 2 months. And I mean, we are, in fact, Galatea, we are not going to have very so much time to really create something in 2 months
yeah
in a big team. But it's only just to
to start
for
yeah
Civic, yeah, so for Civic
yeah
Lab to be aware about this,
yeah
to be aware that we are going to do this in Media Lab. And when we know how this residence works, and what is the thing that we are going to develop, then we can see how real in reality we can develop it. It's going to be just a very small thing that we are not going to be able to share a lot also between us. And but I think it's good that uh, everyone that right now is inside Civic Tech Lab is aware about this. and
yeah, of course.
and maybe in those 2 months, I don't know, maybe Domenico, for example, uh, he's not going to be able to participate in this and in the develop of these 2 months, because he's going to be in a lot of things, the Civic Factory Fest, and
Yeah.
but he's going to be aware. And also for you, I mean, for example, Civic Barcelona, maybe in those 2 months, I don't know, you are in Argentina, and
Yeah, no worries, no worries. But I think it's awesome. And basically, like when we have more information, I will be able to plan it further.
okay,
So like, say, like, really, thank you for sharing the information. And when you, I think, yeah, when you have more information,
yeah,
let's
yeah,
like elaborate. Let us elaborate. So that. But I really want to so that to fix the collaboration terms. So basically, we can start thinking about what we want to start working on, and basically like anticipate a little bit information of the residents in Prado, in Media Lab Prado. You know what I mean?
okay.
Because I don't know if you, but because I listed the following research subject that I have in mind.
Mm-hmm.
And there are like some of them, I think there are more than 10. So I don't know. Oh, I'm thinking. Okay. Yeah, I will be thinking about this because, okay, Civic Club Barcelona is working with a European project called Making Sense. Mara Balestrani, have you heard of
Mm-hmm.
her? It basically it's the idea of a civic tech that is really in territory, and that talks also about economy in that is more on the like public policy part. It's basically the idea. It's a European project that has pilot in every city. In the pilot of Barcelona, is basically using sensing technology to empower and empowering an engaged citizen. Basically, like the idea of like creating a toolkit that will be given to citizens so that they can collect data and tackle the issue of noise contamination, noise pollution.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sending you the thing. So is that and it's awesome because it's a project that is already in shape. You know what I mean?
Okay, is this the link that?
So that it's linked. So like that could be our case study. I mean, and we would be like saving time and basically already like being able like to develop and test that we are thinking about.
Okay, but then what you are saying is that
And
yeah, you're going to see something.
what I'm saying, is basically like we have few time, we have not a lot of time, and to start working on projects. So I think it's making sense project is a really serious project, and this is why we're CivicLab is working with Mara and her team, and I think it would be really interesting. It would be super interesting to use the project as a case, because basically we would be tackling the power of the crowd with crowd sensing. We would be talking about metrics. We would be talking about free and open source softwares. We would be tackling engagement. We would be about governance.
I didn't hear you. I know.
So, but like this is an idea. It's obviously like, but it's worth just thinking about it.
Okay, I didn't hear the last thing that you said. But anyway, okay, you're saying that we can use this project as a project to try to go further and to prototype the things that we develop in the research group.
Yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, it's using the project as a case study.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And what is the schedule for this project?
It's starting in September.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna contact Mara and I'm gonna call her and I'm gonna because like she's supposed to send me some documents soon. So I'm gonna talk about this with her, and by the meantime, it would be nice if you basically look into the project and see if it makes sense to you.
Okay.
And but I think it would be an awesome idea and it would be an awesome project.
And how long it's going to go the project? I mean, the schedule is to start in September and
starting in September, and I think I don't know. I have to see that with her. Because like she's supposed to send me the documentation so we could. Because like CivicLab is also waiting for the documentation to work with them. So basically, it would be awesome because like we would be like for CivicLab and with this in collaboration, but also able like to advance research and also able like to for the CivicTechlab to basically like. Project that is like more or less and that is like that is legit, basically able to promote dialogue between digital tools and territory, and to direct common reflection on civic tech, developing thinking tools, reinforce collective intelligence processes, and power globally, locally.
Can you tune off?
Do you still hear me?
Yeah, can you turn off the camera, because I think it's going to be better for
Yeah,
the vision. Sometimes okay.
better.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, so basically, okay, because I don't have much, like, it's nearly it's like let's like try to stay in the 1 hour schedule.
Yeah, of course.
So and also we'll be looking into this, and it would be awesome if you start the part we're gonna organize ourselves,
I can.
methodology and the protocols. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put it in the
Paul,
to-do
Paul,
list.
Paul. I can. I really
Yeah.
can't hear you. I mean,
Yeah. You can't hear me.
yeah,
Oh.
yeah. I mean, it's the sound. It's not. It's not working. I mean, I heard you like.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so
No
sorry.
worries. I mean, it's not your fault. It's just that I heard you for a time, and then the sound disappears. So you were saying that it would be awesome if I can develop what?
If you you know, we have a to-do list in the drive, and
Yeah.
the to-do list is like is to draft the structure of the organization, basically the methodology that we want to use.
Yep.
It would be awesome if we do this, and I think okay. So basically, okay, let's be like what do you think about the document? Do you like it? Do you agree? Do you not agree? Is there something that you want to modify?
The collaboration term.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I have to take as more slowly look about it and to read. But for me right now, I think it looks pretty good. I mean, the first point, I really like it. I think that it gets to the concepts that we want to define, and maybe we weren't be able to do it. And I think it's pretty good. I one or two points that I really like a lot, and yeah, I mean, I think that I need to take it slowly look, but
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it's pretty. It looks very
Okay.
good, and I think it can work. I mean,
Okay. Okay. So. Okay. Okay. So yeah. So I think the next step, or basically, um, if we like the this collaboration term from part of CivicLab Barcelona, it's awesome. Like I really like it, and I'm really happy with what we came up with. I think now the idea is to basically establish the organization of the Civic Tech Lab. Is basically okay. What are the roles? How do we organize ourselves? What is our methodology? What are our protocols? What are the tools that we're going to use? And thinking about this.
okay.
I think this is the important thing for me, and also I think for the methodology you could use this as well, like the what I put it. Okay, something that is interesting, and I'm gonna put is that okay, it's in Argentina. I'm in contact with the Subsecretary of Innovation. Because the Argentinian nation has a Ministry of Modernization, and they are developing methodology and protocols for research that are really interesting. And I'm going to check if I can share this with you. Yeah. Do you hear me?
Yeah. I'm
Okay. Okay. And I'm going to do this, and I'm going to also check with Mara with the idea of the, because it's awesome. I mean, like, thank you really much for sharing it with like the idea of the residents in Medina Prado, and I think it's awesome. And I think it's like I think it has a lot of potential, so it's great. And
yeah. Okay, we'll see with
I'm gonna do this.
what we.
Okay.
It's going to be great, I think. About well, I have just a couple of comments about about the methodology, I think it would be. I mean, I like it, but I think that what we need to do also is to add time to it. I mean, to set some, I don't know, goals or
Yeah,
dates that we want to reach. I mean, for example, okay, we have this residence, or for example, we have the local camp in the second week of November. So situate this, for example, this local camp in this methodology. For example, I mean, in the local camp, in which point do we want to be? We want to be in the creation, or do we want to be in the definition? So then we have goals like for the local camp, we have to finish this first phase or the second one, or maybe it's not a linear methodology; it's more a circular methodology. So it's more than going back. So we want to have a complete, I mean, understanding, idea, and prototyping something for the global camp, and then go to the global camp and go back again and try to understand again to create something and to prototype. I mean, what is going to be this methodology inside of time, inside of
yeah.
schedule.
Okay, I totally agree. I totally agree. Okay. In the drive, we have an Excel document called organization. We have a first sheet which is a to-do, and the second sheet which is planning and putting basically the landmarks for CivicTechlab. So basically, when are the big next events? When are they, and what do we have to do? Like okay, basically landmarks, events, when,
Mm-hmm.
and the objectives. Like basically what do we have to do for those events? What are our mission? And so basically
Yeah,
we can start like elaborating a little bit what we have to do.
yeah,
So it would be awesome if you put the dates, because you know this better than me.
yeah,
And if you want, I will be putting some objectives.
okay,
So okay, so as in to-do list basically is to elaborate the organization of the lab.
yeah.
This is you. When are we next meeting? Should we do like one one meeting every 2 weeks, or is 1 week enough, or do we have enough time? How do you feel about this?
Uh, I don't know. It depends of, of the week and everything. And I suppose that for you is the same. I don't know. I think it depends of the content that we want to produce, and also about this thing that we are talking about right now about the schedule. So I don't know. Maybe right now we can start to have one meeting every 2 weeks, and let's see. Or I don't know. What do you think? Because I mean,
Yeah,
we have the first meeting last week, and we want to have it once per week. But this week, I mean, I think that both we were struggling about to try to have time to develop something for this meeting. So maybe
yeah.
it's better to have it one meeting per every 2 weeks. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, I think it's good. I think the idea, okay, I think it's good. I think it's good. I think it's good. So basically, where we'll be meeting next, okay, we'll be meeting on the 19th.
Yeah, what we can do is to. I think if we do it like every 15 days,
Yeah, we will be producing much more because we'll be working on our side, because
and
I think when we start, it's important to talk about things, but like it's also important to get to work,
yeah,
you know?
and also I think it's we have every 15 days we have enough time to reschedule our time, so we can set one fixed day. I mean, for example, Thursday is the day for meeting Civic Lab, or Wednesday or Tuesday, wherever. But to choose one and to have it like this day. So I mean, if I know right now that the Thursday, the 18th, for example, I'm going to have a meeting with you, I have enough time to organize the time, because I know that that day is going to be that. And I think it would be useful to have a fixed day in the week.
Totally agree. Totally agree. I think it's awesome. I was thinking as well, like something that we have to do is just basically establish the concrete objectives. Because if we want, okay, Pascual, you have to get information about the residents of Medina Prado as soon as you can.
Yeah.
Because if it's beginning of September, I mean, we're super not ready.
Yeah.
So basically, it's also like we have to think about, okay, when we work about the organization of the lab, we also have to think about basically what are the concrete objectives. We need to create Gmail working platforms of work, because right now we have a drive that is between CivicLab and CivicWise. Do we create a Gmail account? Should we use a Trello? Should we and also like basically I think we have to create we have to put like those concrete objectives, like basically create a pitching document for the residents of Media Lab, basically saying this is our project, we're going to do it like this, and this is the results that we're going to have, that we want to have in 2 months. So we basically we put deadlines so that in 2 months we basically check if we completed what we wanted to do, and if we did not, we're going to rethink the way we work.
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. I'm going to create a third sheet with basically objectives. So this is why like this is why like it's important that you put like the on the sheets planning the residence Media Lab camp, basically the date, so we can basically locate ourselves in time and work on this.
Okay, but I can see, I mean, I see the sheet of called organization.
Yeah.
But where's the other sheet?
Okay, there's an Excel document called organization. There are 2 sheets. When you put your when you look down on the sheets, it works like an Excel document.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's one to do and there's one planning.
Okay, perfect. Okay.
So it's better so that we don't have like thousands of documents.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Okay. So I think it's good with me. Basically, I think this is the priorities. This is planning the working relation of the next big event and the evolution of the organization of the lab. I think for me, those are like the 2 things that we have to do ASAP, so we can start getting to work.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And yeah, that's it for me.
Okay, I mean, for this week, for me, I want to take a better look to the collaboration term that you develop. Also, to finish with that information is going to be useful to finish the brochure document, because we can. I mean to have more information about what we want to reach and everything, so it's going to be better. So I'm going to finish those 2 documents, the brochure, and take a look on the collaboration term. And as soon as I have more information about the residents and everything, I share with you.
Okay.
And I think that's it. I mean, then in the next meeting we can start to talk about.
Yeah, I put it the next meeting on the 18th, Thursday. I think it's better Thursday than Friday, because Friday is always like.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think so I think it's good that we write what we say. So what you're saying about what you're gonna do, write it. So basically, it's easier to see if we fulfill what we say. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I'm putting like getting in touch with the Subsecretary of Public Innovation to know if we can use a toolkit for CivicTechlab.
Okay.
Getting in touch with Mara, with the with the Making Sense project to preview collaboration terms. And I think it's enough. I think it's enough. I think it's enough. Let's start. Let's see if what we can do with all of this. And if there's something that is not clear, something that you want to modify, let's just talk about it through Telegram.
Okay. Yeah. No. I about that. Thank you for reminding me that. I was thinking, and I think that we need to start to be in touch and to talk about the organization of the Civic Tech Lab. I mean, for now,
on Slack.
Yeah, for the group of Slack. So
yeah,
everyone that is in that group and the community can
yeah,
know
totally agree.
what we're going to do. So every moment that one can want to get in, he's aware about.
Yeah, and it's more transparent. I totally agree, and yeah, I totally agree. Okay, let's do that. Let's do this.
I also going to make like a minutes document and write down the thing that we were talking about today. I mean, to have a meeting every 15 days, to do it Thursday, and blah blah blah. So, and I'm going to share this document in the Slack channel, so everyone also can know that every 15
it's awesome
days is going to be a meeting.
Okay, perfect. Everything is good for me. Let's do it like this, and anything if anything happens, we have the Slack. Okay.
Okay. Perfect.
Yes, we made it 1 hour. Perfect. No, but I think it's really important that.
I agree. I think it's important to. Yeah, I agree. Totally agree.
So enjoy your day. Enjoy your hangouts. Be brave.
You too.
And I see you in 2 weeks.
Okay. Perfect.
And thank you very much.
Thank you. We keep in touch.
We keep in touch. Bye.
Bye bye.
Bye.